Hi, folks. This is John with Remodeling Wizards of Maryland, and I'm here today as part of our Ask the Contractor series, to answer another question. Now, this question comes in from LEC, and the question is, what should I look for when buying a bathroom exhaust fan? Great question, Ellie, and thanks for sending the question over to us. Uh, let's talk about exhaust fans. Why do we need an exhaust fan? Well, it removes odor, it removes moisture, removes humid air from the bathroom. I would recommend that if you have a bathroom, you have an exhaust fan in the bathroom. Now, there are codes where you have to have an exhaust fan in the bathroom. There's some exceptions depending on the county where you live, where they may allow a window to substitute for the exhaust fan. I don't think that's a great idea. I think you need an exhaust fan. Unless you're planning on opening your window every time you use the bathroom, I would say always have an exhaust fan in your bathroom. Now, here are the things that you want to look at when you're buying an exhaust fan. Number one, you want to see what the airflow is, and that's measured by a unit called the CFM. That's cubic feet per minute of air flowing out of the exhaust fan. Now, the numbers that you're looking for, how do you calculate what size exhaust fan that you need? Because these are rated, let's say 50 CFM, a 60 CFM, an 80 CFM, 100 CFM, 110 CFM, 120 CFM. It just goes on and on. Which fan works for you? The rule of thumb is that you need 1 CFM per square foot of bathroom. That's a rule of thumb. So, for example, if you have a bathroom that's a 10 by 5 by a 10 by 5 bathroom, for easy numbers, that's 50 square feet. I just multiplied the 10 times the 5 equals 50 square feet. You would need a 50 CFM fan. Now, that's the starting point. I would always say that whatever that number is that you come up with, crank it up at least to the next level. So if I needed a 50 CFM, I would actually probably go to a 60, or I would really look and target, let's say, an 80 CFM fan. And here's the reason why. Just because the CFM rating of the fan is what it is, it's not exactly the flow that you're going to get in your bathroom. A lot of it depends on the ductwork that the air flows through. If that ductwork has a long way to travel before it exhausts to the outside, or if there's a lot of elbows and bends and turns in that ductwork, it's not going to work as efficiently. So I would always crank up the CFMs. The next thing that you want to take a look at is the sound. Now, fans are measured in zones. That's SONES. A zone is a unit of sound. This to give you an idea, fans are typically rated from the quietest fan is around a point 0.3 zone. That's 3/10 of a zone. And the louder fans are somewhere around 6 zones. Now, to give you an idea of what that means and what that sounds like, is a refrigerator is typically one zone. So when your refrigerator is running, that's one zone. Most people are familiar with the sound of a refrigerator running. Now, you might think to yourself, well, I'm going to get the quietest fan that there is because I don't want to hear my fan. There's some downsides to that. So you need to think about this. If you have a real quiet fan in the point 0.3 zone level, you won't hear it running. So you're going to be in the bathroom and you may not even know if it's on or not on. So it could become annoying because you're going to think to yourself, is this fan working or is it not? So I would recommend that you buy something around the one zone, maybe a little less than one zone. I don't know if I would go with a point 0.3 unless you have a bedroom right next to the bathroom and the fan's on at night and it's annoying you. Well, then I would get a lower zone fan so that it is more quiet for you and be able to get some sleep. Um, but think about that. So we're looking at the CFM, that's the airflow, gave you a calculation on that. And we want to look at the sound, and you either want it to be very quiet or you're okay with it being loud. And in some cases, you may want it loud. I mean, we have a bathroom that's in the hallway, and the grandkids are in there using it all the time. We want to make sure they turn the fan on. So I like it to be loud. So when I walk past the door, I actually know that the fan is on. So these are some thoughts. The last thing I want to just mention to you is how much will you spend for a fan? To buy a good fan, I would say you're going to spend somewhere between 125, let's say $250 for a good fan. And that can even cover a fan that has a light on it. So you can buy not just the fan, but the fan can also be combined with a light. And there's lots of other options to look at when you're looking at fans too. Like you might want to get a humidity sensor or a timer on the fan so that the fan continues to run even after you're done using the shower until the humidity level gets to a certain point. Or it continues to run, but it doesn't run all night long because it's on a timer. And if you have any questions about that, I definitely can help give you some guidance on some of those options that you can get with a fan. But thanks for the question. And I hope that these tips help you. And good luck in buying your new exhaust fan.